Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Today our beloved Baba is especially telling us children that your body is like a toy which works with the living key of the soul. Because this toy is a toy with key, and to the extent that the key is powerfully done, it plays more. So Baba has come to charge the battery, and to the extent that the battery is being charged, the toy will play nicely. So how do we have to play? Baba tells us children, and you have to charge your batteries for this play. To the extent that the battery is powerful, the toy will play nicely, and if the battery is down, the toy will also slow down. So Baba is saying, I have come to recharge your battery. This is the time to charge your batteries. At this time your battery is being charged, and this toy will play its part for 84 births for the whole of 5,000 years. It has to play for 5,000 years, so we have to charge our battery powerfully. This is the time to recharge our batteries so that this toy can play its part but nicely. We listen to Baba's Murli now. Today is 6th December. Sweet children, this body is like a toy that works with the living key of the soul. Consider yourselves to be souls and you will become fearless. Question: what name can you give to souls who continue to come down and perform a play through their bodies? Answer: puppets. Just as puppets play parts in a puppet show, so you souls too have continued to come down like puppets in this play of 5,000 years. The Father has come to show you puppets the way to climb back up. Now, apply the key of Srimad and you will go up above. Song. The moth has been burnt in the gathering for the flame. Om Shanti. The spiritual father gives Srimad to use spiritual children. When someone's behavior is not good, his parents tell him, when someone's behavior is not so good, his parents tell him, parents tell him, may God give you good directions. Because God will give the intellect, so parents say, may God give you good directions. The poor people don't understand that God really does give directions. So we become elevated with the direction of God, but poor people don't understand that God really does give directions. You children are now receiving God's directions. That is, the spiritual father is giving you children elevated directions to make you elevated. You now understand that you are becoming the most elevated of all. The Father is giving us such elevated directions. We are following His directions and changing from ordinary humans into deities. This proves that. What does this prove? This proves that only that Father can only that Father can change ordinary humans into deities. 6. Seeing that it didn't take God long to change humans into deities, therefore, He definitely gives you the directions to change you from ordinary humans into deities. His praise is sung, the incorporeal one, the one who does everything, the fearless one. All of you have to become fearless. What is the fear about? You consider yourselves to be souls. Souls don't have fear. The Father says, become fearless. So the biggest fear is of death. But soul is immortal and we are already dead from this old world. So we don't have any fear. What is there to be afraid of? You don't have any fear. You continue to take Srimad from the Father while sitting at home. Whose Srimad is it? Who gives it? These things are not mentioned in the Gita. You children now understand these things. The Father says, you have become impure. Now, in order to become pure, constantly remember me alone. This gathering to become the most elevated only takes place at the confluence age. Many come and take Srimad. This is called a Mela of the children with God. God is incorporeal and the children are also incorporeal. You have to instill in yourselves the firm habit of considering yourselves to be souls. You have to instill the habit of considering yourselves to be soul very firm. When a toy is wound up with a key, it begins to dance. So each soul is the key for his body, which is like a toy. If there were no soul in it, the body couldn't do anything. You are living toys. If a toy is not wound up with a key, it's of no use. It comes to a standstill. A soul is a living key. It is an imperishable and immortal key. The father explains, I only look at souls. Instill the firm habit in yourselves. It is the soul that listens. The body cannot work without this key. This one has received an imperishable key. This key lasts for 5,000 years. Because the key is living, the cycle also continues to turn. This body is a living key. This body is a living toy. The father too is a living soul. When the key stops turning, the father comes and shows you how to start turning it again. Remember me, and the key will be recharged. That is, from Tamo Pradhan, each soul will become Sato Pradhan. Just as petrol is put into a car's tank when it becomes empty, you souls now understand how to fill yourselves with petrol. When a battery becomes discharged, it is then filled with power. When a battery becomes discharged, its light goes out. The batteries of you souls are now being recharged. The more you stay in remembrance, the more you souls will be filled with power. Having gone around the cycle of 84 births, the batteries have become empty. Souls have gone through the stages of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. The Father has now come to wind you up with the key once again. That is, to recharge the batteries. What do human beings become like when they don't have any power? So, you batteries now have to be recharged with remembrance. You can also be called human batteries. The Father says, have yoga with me. Only the one Father gives this knowledge. Only that one Father is the bestower of salvation. You, bat- you batteries are now being fully recharged so that you will then continue to play your parts for your full 84 births. Just as puppets dance in a drama, so you souls are like those puppets. Having descended from up above over 5,000 years, you have gradually come right down. The Father has come again to make you climb up. That is just a toy. The Father explains to you the meaning of the stage of ascending and the stage of descending. It is a matter of 5,000 years. You understand that you are being wound up with the key of Srimad. When we become fully Sato Pradhan, we will repeat our whole parts. This is such an easy aspect to understand and explain. Nevertheless, the Father says only those who understood this in the previous cycle will understand it. So, should we just think that if we understood cycle ago, we will understand? What should we do? Should we just sit? Baba will not allow us to sit. So we have to fill our batteries. Only those who understood this in previous cycle will understand it again. No matter how much you beat your heads, they will not understand anymore. So we don't beat our heads? Is that how it is? So to beat our head is also the part in the drama, because we can't just stay without explaining to anyone. The Father gives everyone the same explanation. Remember the Father wherever you may be sitting, even if no teacher is there in front of you, you can still sit and remember him. You know that your sins will only be absolved by having remembrance of the Father. Therefore, you have to sit in remembrance of him. There is no need for someone to sit you down, especially to have remembrance. Remember the Father while eating, drinking, bathing, and cooking, doing everything. Someone may come and sit in front of you for some time. It isn't that that person is helping you. No, each of you has to help yourself. God has given you directions for what to do so that your intellects can become divine. You are given this temptation. He continues to give everyone Srimad. Certainly, some people's intellect are weak and other people's intellects are sharp. If you don't have yoga with the one who is pure, your batteries cannot become charged. Then neither do you accept the Father Srimad, nor are you able to have yoga. You now feel that your batteries are being recharged. From Tamo Pradhan, you definitely have to become Sato Pradhan. It is at this time that you receive Srimad from the Supreme Soul. The world doesn't understand this at all. The Father says you become deities through these directions of mine. There is nothing higher than these. This knowledge will not remain there. This drama is predestined. Only at the confluence age does the Father come to make you most elevated. The memorial of this is celebrated on the path of devotion. They celebrate the Shera. The Dashera is when the Father comes. Everything repeats every 5,000 years. Only you children receive God's directions through which you become elevated. You souls were Sato Pradhan. Then, while gradually coming down, you became Tamo Pradhan and degraded. The Father now teaches you this knowledge and yoga and makes you Sato Pradhan and elevated. He shows you how you came down the ladder. The drama continues. No one knows the beginning, the middle, or the end of this drama. The Father has explained the drama to you, and so you now remember it. He is not able to tell you the biography of each one. They cannot be written for you to read and relate. The Father sits here and explains this. You are now becoming Brahmins and you will then become deities. The Father has explained, I establish all three religions, Brahmin, deity, and warrior. It is now in your intellects that through the Father you have come to belong to the Brahmin clan, and that you will become part of the Sun dynasty and then the Moon dynasty. The knowledge of how you take 84 birds is explained very easily. So Didi is asking, those who fail only become part of the Moon dynasty, but for which subject is Baba talking about? Baba is talking about yoga. The knowledge of how you take 84 birds is explained very easily. People speak of 8.4 million birds, and so they have moved so far away. You now receive directions from God. God only comes once, therefore, you only receive His directions once. There used to be the one deity religion. There before that it was the confluence age. They definitely received God's directions. The Father comes and changes the world. You are now changing at this time that the Father it is at this time that the Father changes you. You say that you have been changing every cycle and that you will continue to change. This battery is leaving, whereas those batteries are non-living. You children understand that the Father has come after 5,000 years. He gives you the most elevated directions of all. You receive elevated directions from God, the highest on high, through which you claim a high status. When someone comes to you, ask him. When someone comes to you, ask him. What would you ask him? You are a child of God, are you not? God is Shiv Baba. They celebrate the birthday of Shiva. He is also the bestower of salvation. He doesn't have a body of his own, so through whom would he give directions? You too are souls, and you speak through your bodies. A soul cannot do anything without a body. How does the incorporeal Father comes? It is remembered that he enters a chariot. Someone then made up something and others made up something else about all of that. They have even shown the Trimurti in the subtle region. The Father explains. All of these things are matters of visions. However, the whole creation exists here. Therefore, the Father, the Creator, also has to come here. He has to enter the impure world in order to purify you. Here, he is directly purifying you children. You children, you understand this, and yet, in spite of that, the knowledge does not sit in your intellects. You are unable to explain to anyone. You don't follow Srimad, and so you can't become the most elevated of all. What status will those who don't understand anything claim? The more you do service, the higher the status you will claim. The Father has said, how do you serve? Give your bones to doing service. How can we do such service? How can we give our bones to service? Didi is asking. What is the definition of giving your bones to service? Today Baba is saying do all round service. Whenever you get any service, you just do it. So you serve like the Dhichi Rishi. So these bones should be used for Baba's service like the Dhichi Rishi. We are ready to give our bones to the Father's service. Many children are desperate to do service. Baba, liberate us so that we can engage ourselves in doing service through which many can benefit. The whole world does physical service, yet they have only been coming down the ladder through that. Now, through this spiritual service, There is the stage of ascending. Each of you can understand when someone is doing more service than you. Some daughters are very good and serviceable, and so they can look after a center. They sit in a class number wise. Here you are not made to sit number wise, otherwise, you would have heart failure because you will have so many thoughts. Why am I not seated here? Like that. You can understand that if you don't do service, your status would definitely be reduced. Even if you serve or not serve, you would sit in the front. Those who are not doing service, they ask for more. And those who do lot of service, they let go. There are many levels of status, number wise. However, that is the land of happiness and this is the land of sorrow. There are no illnesses, etc. You have to use your intellect for everything. You can then understand that you will claim a low status because you don't do service. Only by doing service can you receive a status. To the extent that we do service through our body, mind, wealth, we receive the status accordingly. Check yourself. Each one of you knows your own stage. Mama and Baba have also been doing service. There are very good children too. Even though they may be working, they are told to take leave on half a day and do service. There is nothing wrong with that. Those who are seated on Baba's heart throne will then sit on the peacock throne, number wise, according to their efforts. It is in this way that you are threaded onto the rosary of victory. You surrender yourselves and also do service. If you have surrendered yourself but don't do service, your status is reduced. If you have surrendered yourself but don't do service, your status is reduced. So if we are surrendered to Baba for service and if we don't do any service, then the status will be reduced. If we don't do service, there is burden on our head. Why is there a burden? Didi is asking. Because you eat the food from God's home, and if we don't give return of that, there will be a burden. So Baba is saying, to the extent that you eat, you serve accordingly to pay off your debt. And Baba has given us 8 hours of service should be necessary. Otherwise, there is debt upon debt. Some say we do service by mind, and those who do service by mind would also do service by body. This kingdom is established by your following Srimad. Have you have you ever heard this before? Have you ever heard about or seen a kingdom being established by studying? Yes, by giving donations and performing charity, you can take birth to a king. But you would never have heard that you can claim a royal status by studying. No one knows this. The father explains, you have taken the full 84 births. You now have to go up above. This is very easy. You understand this every cycle, number wise, according to your efforts. The Father gives love and remembrance, number wise, according to your efforts. So Baba would remember those who are serviceable. Those who don't do service, why would Baba remember them? So you have to check yourself. He gives lot of love and remembrance to those who stay busy in doing service. Therefore, check yourself to see whether you are seated on his heart throne. So we are seated on the Father's heart throne, aren't we? So we are not seated on the heart throne of Didis and Dadis, but we are but we say that Baba knows me. Baba knows how much service I am doing. I am seated on Baba's heart throne. Does Baba know that? He knows that. This is why he is saying this. Check yourself to see whether you are seated on his heart throne. Can I become a bead of the rosary? Those who are uneducated will have to bow down in front of those who are educated. The Father says, children, make effort. However, if it is not in their parts, in the drama, then however much you beat your head, they won't climb up. There is one bad omen or another through body consciousness, and then other vices come. The main severe illness is body consciousness. In the golden age, there will be no mention of body consciousness. There you will have the reward. It is here that the Father explains this. No one else can give you the Srimad to consider yourselves to be souls and to remember the Father constantly. This is the main thing. You should write, incorporeal God speaks, remember me alone. Consider yourself to be a soul. Don't even remember your body. Just as on the path of devotion, they only worship Shiva. So now only I give you this knowledge. All the rest is devotion. Only from Shiv Baba do you receive this unadulterated knowledge. These jewels emerge from the ocean of knowledge. It is not a question of that ocean. This ocean of knowledge gives you children jewels of this knowledge through which you become deities. Look what they have written in the scriptures. They have portrayed deities emerging from the ocean and giving jewels. This ocean of knowledge is giving you children jewels. You pick up jewels of this knowledge. Previously, you used to pick up stones, and so you became those with stone intellects. Now, by picking up these jewels, you become those with divine intellects. You are becoming lords of divinity. Lakshmi and Narayan, the lords of divinity, were the rulers of the world. They have created many names and images on the path of devotion. In fact, Lakshmi and Narayan and lords of divinity are the same. The gathering for Pashupati Nath that takes place in Nepal is also that of the lords of divinity. Acha, to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children, and we spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, only pick up the jewels of this knowledge that the Father gives you, not stones. Protect yourself from the severe illness of body consciousness. Second point, in order to charge your battery fully, have yoga with the Father, the powerhouse. Make effort to remain soul conscious. Remain fearless. Blessing. May you be a satisfied soul who experiences the stage of being ignorant of any knowledge of desire with the motivation to become a bestower. Constantly have the one main aim that as a child of the bestower you have to give to all souls. By having the motivation to become a bestower, you will become a soul who is full, and those who are full are constantly content. I am a child of the bestower, and to give is to receive. This feeling will make you experience the stage of being constantly free from obstacles and ignorant of any knowledge of desire. Let your vision be constantly focused on the one aim of being a point. While seeing the expansion of any situation, see but do not see it, and hear about it but do not listen to it. Slogan: if your intellect or stage is weak, the reason is wasteful thoughts. Avyakt signal: now have the deep concern to become complete and karmatit. In order to become karmatit, become free from any accounts of karma. In doing service too, do not be a server who is tied in any bondage of service. Serve while being free from bondage, that is, Be free from limited royal desires. There are bondages of the body and bondages of relations of the body. Similarly, selflessness is the service you do. Similarly, selfishness in the service you do is also a bondage which creates obstacle to you becoming karmatit. That my name and possessions and respect, so that becomes obstacle. To be karmatit means to be free from these royal karmic accounts. Om Shanti. So today Baba has charged our key in this toy. So sister will sing a song and we will sit in Baba's remembrance. This song is full of feeling of surrendering to Baba. So let's feel this song. Surrendering, surrendering, surrendering. Oh my Baba,
मेरे बाबा तेरे लिए सब कुर्बान.
My Baba, I surrender everything to you.
सब कुर्बान. तन मन धन जीवन प्राण तेरे लिए.
This body, mind, wealth, this life, everything, this life, everything is for you. Surrender, surrender, surrender. My Baba, if you are not there, I don't have any name or it's not myself.
नाम निशान बस देख यही वरदान समर्पित तुझको सब भगवान कुर्बान.
This is a blessing that I surrender everything to you.
कुर्बान कुर्बान कुर्बान. जवान मैं मिट
Just how soldiers surrender themselves to the country, I surrender to you. Just how the bird sings sweetly, I sing your praise. Just how the sun shines and gives light, I also spread. Surrender, surrender, surrender.
जो भी मेरा सब तेरा जान तेरा प्यार
Whatever is mine is yours. Your love becomes my identity.
जो भी मेरा सब तेरा जान तेरा प्यार बने मेरी पहचान ना चाहूं मान न कोई
I don't want any name, form or any regards, Baba. I surrender everything to you. Surrender, surrender, surrender.
कुर्बान मेरे बाबा तेरे लिए सब कुर्बान
Baba, I surrender everything to you. Surrender, surrender, surrender.
कुर्बान